Just a quick little disclaimer, what you're about to watch is actually a part of my LBRY exclusive channel. The reason I'm going to put this episode, as well as several episodes of the exclusive series, on my YouTube temporarily, is so that way, during this time that we are all dealing with the chaos around us, we can find a little solace in knowing that there are some businesses that we can contribute to, or some things that we can contribute to, share with others, and still show some form of positivity amongst each other. And with that, I hope you all enjoy my LBRY exclusive show, Shopper's Quest. Previous to the quarantine, I had gone to two different places I wanted to touch on. Frank Sons Collectibles. This fantastic, fun, awesome place. It's essentially, for those of you who have ever been to a swap meet, it's an indoor swap meet, but just for nerds and collectibles. So there's tons of great shops. There's comic books, anime, wrestling, Disney stuff, movies, TV, sports, pretty much everything you could think of under the sun. It's a great shop, it's indoors, the location just changed, I can't remember where the location is, but there will be a link to the website. The only downside to the place is that it is only open 3 times a week, so it's kind of random. I found an out-of-print anime that I was trying to find. I thought it was the complete collection when I got it. Unfortunately, it's only collection 1, so if I find the full set, I'll most likely, trade this in at Amoeba, because they'll give me a decent price for it. It is originally made by, I believe, ADV, but this is Jubei-chan 2, Collection 1. The plot of it is basically that a young high school girl finds a eye patch that's imbued with the soul of the greatest ninja assassin in Japanese history, and basically she gets possessed by this ninja assassin when she wears the heart eye patch, and so she's like kind of conflicted between using her powers to fight off these like evil forces and being like a high school girl. And it's a cute, fun little anime that no one really ever talks about. It's nothing like fantastic and epic, but I'm always interested in pulling up some old archive stuff from back in the day. But I believe this was made in mid to late 90s, somewhere around there. The artwork's actually not bad. The show itself is goofy, but it's fun in a goofy way. And I'm a sucker for, ninja stuff, so. Next is a series that I have watched. I have seen the live-action movie by Takeshi Miike, which, if no one has seen it, definitely check it out. One of the best film adaptations of an anime. I got the entire series of the original anime of Blade of the Immortal. It's similar in scope and structure as the Samurai X movies. It's a fun series. It's graphic. I will forewarn you, it is quite graphic. This is an Anime Works release, so they're, I believe, out of print now. But it's the entire collection, and the guy I got it from, he sold it to me for only $2, so I really made out of this thing. And basically the plot of it is a wandering samurai refuses to kill someone because of his master. He's cursed with a blade that forces him to never be able to die. He will still feel pain. He can't die until he completes, I believe, a certain amount of deaths or something like that. I haven't watched the series or read the series in so long, but it's a great series. Definitely one of the underrated action series that anyone that likes action anime, especially ones involving samurai, really highly recommend checking this out. The manga is fantastic. The manga blows this away, I will forewarn you, but it is a great adaptation of the manga. But the final thing I got is a very goofy, very guilty pleasure-y, fun movie. Anyone that has kids and they're always like around Halloween trying to find like kind of a fun, goofy, spooky film to show your kids. A lot of you have probably seen the Rankin Bass stuff, you know, with Rudolph, Santa Claus is coming to town and all this stuff. Well, they only made one horror or Halloween, I guess, technically themed movie. And I was lucky enough to find the Blu-ray. I can't find the Blu-ray really anywhere. I haven't been able to find it. And I was lucky enough to pick it up, and it is called Mad Monster Party. It is such a great movie. It's so hilariously goofy. You have to go in with basically the mindset of it's meant to be cheesy, goofy, 60s fun. Okay, first of all, Boris Karloff plays essentially himself as a mad scientist. He created this ultimate evil serum that will conquer the world, and he gets a party together where he invites all the greatest monsters in the world. So you have Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, a bunch of skeletons, the Hunchback, the Wolfman, the creature from the Black Lagoon, Invisible Man, and his nephew, who is legitimately, hilariously, like the most terribly bad impersonation of Jimmy Stewart. So he's got asthma, and he talks like this. And it's so funny the way they do that. And his one of his assistants is clearly a Peter Lorre impersonator, and it's so hilariously funny in how cheesy it is. You have Phyllis Diller is in the movie playing the monster's bride from Frankenstein's Bride, I guess, because apparently the professor is going to retire. Who gets the serum, who gets the castle, who gets all this stuff. And he also has a beautiful, buxom female assistant, and I won't go into detail about her, because the reveal is hilariously, stupidly cheesy too. And it's so goofy. I watch it so often, I could quote this stuff all the time. So they're in like a plot to kill the nephew, because the nephew is given the will, I guess, and so they're all trying to kill him, but, you know, obviously it falls flat. And it's got some goofy, cheesy musical numbers. It's legitimately a great movie to check out. If you have kids, your kids will love it. I loved it growing up as a kid. And if you want something just super goofy any time of year, like that's horror themed, this is definitely a high-ranking one. Overall, I think I spent maybe, I want to say about like 27 bucks. So overall, not too bad. Bonus time. So while I was recording this, I actually got a doorbell ring, and I got a really cool thing I got to show you guys. So I haven't seen this yet. I ordered this a couple days ago. GameStop was having a sale. I ordered some stuff. I've been waiting for it to come in the mail, and it finally showed up. So I'm going to open this for you guys. Alright, so I got a used copy, but you know what? It's a game I've been wanting to play, so I'm not really picky and choosy, and besides, it's also a PS4 game. So even if it's used, you know, it's going to be playable and everything. It's Medieval! Yeah, I haven't played this game since it originally came out on the PlayStation, and I've been wanting to play it again when I found out it got re-released. I remember having a ton of fun with the game, and I really have been wanting to play this for a long time. I'm happy I finally get to play it. So the plot of the game is a knight named Sir Daniel Fortescue is basically, you know, resurrected from the dead to fight off evil spirits in a graveyard and all these evil spirits. So basically he's a good skeleton knight guy who was brought back from the dead to fight off because he was such a righteous knight. And the funny thing is he doesn't talk, and he's so goofy looking with his, you know, one eye and like goofy teeth, and it just really, it's so fun. I remember they made a sequel to it, but I wish they would have just released both of them together. I never got to play the second one at all, so it would have been fun to play the second one. I don't know if it's good or not, but anyway, that's the first one. And the main thing I got The main thing I got, which was really something I was so happy I found. They had a game based off of one of my favorite comic book series that is still run. It's called Black Sad. The comic book series takes place in, I believe, the 40s / late 30s. It's a crime noir series, except in their universe, everyone is an anthropomorphic animal. So sort of like, kind of like Howard the Duck or something like that, in the sense that they're all, but they look like people. Their society's based off of, you know, our culture and everything else. The main character is a black cat who is a detective who goes on trying to solve mysteries throughout each arc, and it's such a great series. They made a game about it, and when the game came out, no one talked about it, and it really kind of just threw me off. I'm like, why has no one mentioned this? Why has no one brought this up? Why has no one even said anything about it? I want to know, is the game good? I couldn't even find people playing the game, so I was like, okay. And I wanted to buy it on PlayStation, but on PlayStation it was $45 to $60, and I'm like, I'm not going to spend that much money, so I decided not to. And then all of a sudden GameStop dinged me about a sale, which I also got that game in, but it had not only the game for a super discounted rate, it had the limited edition of Black Sad. As you can see, it's kind of a 3D-ish, kind of polylithographic cover. It's pretty thick, so I've never gotten to play this, so let me kind of do that so you can kind of see a little bit. And it's rated M, so clearly it's kept with the graphic nature. I am going to open it for you. So this is a brand new copy. See, it's still sealed. So let me be very gentle. I don't know what it comes with, but when the game was on PlayStation, the game cost $45 to $65, and I got this one for $20. So regardless of if the game sucks or not, I have a limited edition of a game based on a series that I like for a huge fraction compared to what it was online for just the game. So let's open this up. Oh, there's something came out. Hold on. So put this stuff to the side. So there's the game. That is Black Sad. He's a black cat detective, so he's honestly one of the best written characters in indie comics that no one really talks about. There's a great episode of the show Comic Tropes that, if you guys have never seen his series, I highly recommend it if you're into comic books. And he goes over Black Sad without giving any major details, and it's worth checking out that episode. Okay, so I just wanted to see if there was anything inside the disc. There isn't, it's just the disc. First off, I got this really cool 3D cover. This really cool 3D card that came with it. Well, 3D, I guess. I'm probably going to try to hang that up somewhere and get a little mini frame for it. Because that's really cool, I like that. And, oh, this is cool. I'm going to open these real quick. So I also got these things that came with the limited edition, and they're Black Sad poster cards. So that's really cool. So I just got the plastic off. So first, they look like tarot cards. They're really thick. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but yeah, see, they're pretty thick. They're like cardboard. So you have Black Sad, the main character, and you have Desmond LBRY, massive. You have Jake Ostiambe, the boxing gorilla, and Sonia Dunn, one of the many love interests in Black Sad's life. It's really cool to see this, that I get these cool little cards. Really interesting to see something like cool that came with like my limited edition. So all of this together cost me about $35, give or take, and that to me sounds like a great deal that I made. And I'm really happy that I finally got my game. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. Try to support your local businesses in this situation that we're all in. Local businesses need your help, but your health is more important. And always be cool, be kind, and be awesome. I hope you all enjoyed. Catch you guys next time.